Today on DoodleDrawArt, I'm going to show you how to make these heart-shaped charms with your rainbow loom. In order to do this project, you're going to need your rainbow loom set up so that all 3 rows are level with each other. 33 elastics. To set this up, we're going to start working in the middle row, and we're going to place 2 elastics on the first 2 pegs, and then 2 elastics in the next 2, and then for the next we're going to use 1 elastic that's been doubled over and stretched between these 2 here. Now we're going to start working from the bottom corner and make our way up to the top. So again, we're working with 2 elastics. We're going to place them diagonally from the center out to the side, and then 2 elastics going up, and 2 more going up, and we're going to go 1 further. This is what's going to give it a heart shape at the top, and then we're going to bring 2 elastics diagonally into the center. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, starting at the bottom and going out to the side. So again, it's diagonal. And then we're going to put 2 elastics here, and 2 more, and 2 more, and then we're going to come in toward the middle, just like this. Alright, so I'm just going to push this down so that it will be easier to work with later. And now we're going to put some elastics to keep the work together. So we need to have 3 rows of connector elastics. What we're going to do is we're going to put 2 elastics across this row here, not the top but 1 down, and we're going to put them so that they go both over this peg here, but then underneath the middle peg and over the other side peg. So that's going to look like this. Now for this one, we're going to use 2 elastics, as we always have, stretched across and around all 3 of the pegs. And then for this one, we're going to take 1 elastic and double it and place it all the way across the 3, stretched 1 elastic over all 3. So now all we have to do is put capping bands up here at the top corners of our heart. So for this, we're going to make a nice tight cap by wrapping this 3 times around our hook and placing it over the peg to cap the top here. And we'll do the same thing on the other corner. 1, 2, 3, and we'll cap the top here. Okay, so this is what it should look like, and we're ready to start hooking. So I'm going to turn my loom around, and I'm going to begin in this corner here where I've placed a capping elastic, and I'm just going to reach underneath the 3 that are the top cap, and I'm going to pull out the 2 that come back into the center row. So you see it's going to have a nice connection here between the 2. Then I'm going to go back in and take the bottom 2 and work those ones up towards where they came from. Now I'm just going to use the bottom elastic from each of these and loop them forward. So underneath all of those, find the bottom 2 and loop them forward. Find the bottom 2 and loop them forward. Find the bottom 2 and loop them forward into the corner diagonally. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, starting off underneath all of my capping rings. I'm going to look for, you might want to just push these down a little bit to help you get them separated. Underneath my capping ring, I'm just going to take the 2 that I can see came from the middle sure my capping elastic stays on, and bring it back over this way. Then finding the ones on the bottom again, looping them forward. The ones on the bottom, looping them forward. Ones on the bottom, looping forward, and last ones looping over to the side. So now we're ready to work our center row. I'm just going to take the bottom 2 elastics that haven't been hooked over yet and bring those to the middle. These ones are going to be pretty tight because that was already doubled. And same, loop it up, bottom, loop it up. Alright, so now we're ready to finish off our work. The way we're going to do that is we're going to just pass one elastic through all of this end. So I'm sticking my hook right in the end that we just finished with, and I'm going to pull one elastic right through all of this, and then just going to pass these through and under each other so that it forms a loop. So that's going to hold my work together. So now I'm ready to take these off. I'm actually going to use my hook to do it because I don't want to stretch these out any more than they've been stretched already. Otherwise I might break some. And this means I'll have less re-stretching to do when I'm finished taking this off. Okay, so just gently help these off. Working your way in. And then we're just going to use our hands and stretch the elastics into shape. Alright, now you can see there's a little thread hanging from the bottom here. So what we're going to do is we're going to work it into our heart shape. So what we'll do is we'll put our loom hook in through several loops that are there and just grab that little end and tuck it inside. Just pull it in so that we don't see it anymore. So there you have it. This one is a little orange heart to go with my red and blue and purple hearts. I prefer working with the jelly sparkles for these charms, but you can work with any kind of bands you like. Thanks for watching.